Hi, it's Miss Stephanie. I am here with Cycle 1, Week 4. I am a classical conversations tutor for the master's class in my community. Today, what we went over was math for multiplication, 7s and 8s. We made an agility ladder because I don't have one and I didn't see any in the local store near our home. So we made it with masking tape on the floor. And so we did some agility drills for math, and then we broke out. We did geography. We looked at the maps and we talked about where everything is. Is there some similarities? Does it make a design when we mark them on the map to help our make some connections so that we can actually maybe remember things a little bit better than just having quick marking it off and then moving on. So just trying to make some fun connections for them as well with that. So we didn't see a whole lot other than everything is just in one little area except for the Arabian Desert. I think that was what it was. I have to pull up my map. So it was a lot of fun. So yes, the Arabian Desert. Everything else is underneath the Black Sea. So that was something that the children noticed, and so it made it easy to kind of keep looking for, okay, I know where the Black Sea is because we've already went over that, so we could keep going on that way. First declension, noun endings. We sang the song for that. Everyone in my class has done classical conversation cycle 1 before. So for them, a lot of this, they're remembering some of these things, which is amazing how they're pulling these nuggets out that they've already done, previous years, and or if they've mastered, if they've done memory master. So we worked on the declension endings, but we did it with the song because that's what a lot of the kids in the class are really used to, is some of the songs with some of these things. I've learned that in the past 4 weeks, and so wanted to keep things similar for them because and to help it solidify for their memory. So we did the song, and then for history, we did the song as well. We sang that through a few times, and we had fun with that. So next week we're gonna probably do a game and singing the song at the same time, or some hand motions to add along with that. So stay tuned for what I have coming for that. Then we go to science, and what I found that it was really helpful last week for them. So instead of just using the card or my iPad with the app, where it would look like the card, the science card, while I do have them and I use them, I wanted to print something out for them so that they were be able to really look and point, and we could each have one of our own to do that with. So it made it a lot easier this week, and so they were able to write on this paper what helped them if that's what they chose to do. Not all of them writing things down is their way of memorizing. And so one of my kiddos said that the which one was it? So we talked about the choroplast, how that looked like stadium seating, and then we were talking about this looks like little people for what was that one? The ventricle. And then we had some people say, oh, I see, like a hot dog. So this one kind of reminded us a lot of doing going to a game, or like a stadium, or maybe an amusement park, and you're sitting and watching some I don't know, animals, or they're watching a show, and it's maybe some rides like a maze. So if you guys are in my community, ask your kiddos, what did they see through our in our stadium, and what stuck out to them. So that might be a fun way for you to have a fun dialogue and conversation with your kiddos. And then we did the prepositions, but my kiddos love the song, and I'm like, let's just do, you guys want to just do this week's? And they're like, yeah, can we just do the whole song? It's easier for us. We enjoy doing the song, and it helps us fully remember all of them. So, of course, so we did the song, and we just kind of danced around. Some of them wanted to sit or just relax. And so I need to come up with a fun song for that. So I think I have an idea. If you're in my community, stay tuned for next week. I'm already making some ideas of some fun games that we can play next week. Fine arts, we did abstract art with watercolors. I was trying to find some fun ideas instead of just colored pencils, or what can we do to make an abstract art. And so we used our masking tape again, and we taped up our paper, and I let them do it however they want, because it is abstract, and I wanted it to be their creation. And so to do that, I just started ripping off some tape, and then I let them pass it around. We did watercolors, like I said, and then once it dried a little bit, we all worked on pulling the tape off for their creation. And some of them were super cool. They weren't, they did try making some of the things that they did, and so that was really cool to see what happened after that. So if you're in the community, definitely ask your kids, what did you find interesting in your abstract art? And they will get all of those at the end of this first part of the cycle. I'm going to get that all together so you guys can all have that together all at once instead of just little pieces brought home. And then pollution. We had a lot of great discussion over the pollution, and we were not able to. We had a big glass jug, and we were not able to get it completely clear again, but it still gave the children a great perception of what pollution is like and what is it doing and all of these things. So it was great dialogue with the kiddos today on that, and they all found it super interesting, and we all took turns pouring some water in or getting water to add more, so we could really try to get this experiment to work. And that was another thing, like, not all the experiments, even though we were trying, we weren't able to try it a second time because we had to keep moving on, unfortunately, but our conversation and our dialogue really filled up our whole time. Even though we're trying to get, the red to go away, it just went pink. And so that was a lot of fun just to really talk to each other about that. So review, we did musical chairs, which the kiddos renamed. They want to call it musical hairs. So there's that. And so we did that for our timeline review. And then they, whoever won got a tiny piece of candy. And then we did 4 corners for the rest of our review time with all the other subjects. So it was a lot of fun. Each one got to earn a little bit of candy because they did a great job today, and I have learned that sometimes just a tiny piece of candy keeps them motivated to keep going, because sometimes by the end they're like, okay, can we go play? We're getting antsy. And so I want to keep them engaged, and they're all staying super engaged, and they're having a great time. Trying to come up with some fun new ideas of different things to incorporate, especially for new grammar, so we're able to have fun and not just sit down in our chairs. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if these are helpful for you. I would love that. See you next week.